come out after dinner and finish getting that all hooked up. Got this one put in, hooked up. Still got to get the grommet around the wires through the hole. And I covered up some connectors just to cover the bare ones there. Since there's 4 ignition and 4 accessory terminals. We got the grommet part way in this side. The other grommet's all in one piece. This grommet on this side was one that was cut already, and thought about it after the fact. Now see if I can get my butt out of here. You know, it's all fun. Step through the hole in the floor and climb out backwards and hope the ladder didn't move. But all those wires are down here now. These are everything for the lights and the hour meter. And the black loom headed out toward the floor over there. That's everything off the ignition switch. I'm going to, junction box would probably be a good idea, but I ain't going to go through that crap. They'll all get hard spliced in here. Splice them, loom them, and tuck them up. Get them to go where they're supposed to. I hope. Probably leave a couple pigtails hanging out for lights that are going to go toward the front. Figure out where to run them. That ought to be fun. Because you know there's a whole lot of nothing to get up to here. And flashers and probably another set of those LED lights will go up here. I don't know. We'll see. And I know some more will go toward the back. And it's not like there's too much room to sneak through a lot of places, but I'm gonna have to do something. Oh yeah. And these are the ones from the turn signal switch. I still got to figure out what each one of these wires does. That one ended up getting cut off. I don't know why. There's just barely enough there to skin back and go on. And I don't know. Actually, I know what that one's probably the ground for the indicator lights up there. So I'm going to leave that fun for tomorrow, because if you look at that skylight there ain't no light coming in it anymore. Whiskey's hiding over here sleeping. Have to wake him up, kick his butt out. Yes, Ron, I'll kick him out. Instead of leaving him in here for 2 or 3 hours and letting somebody else show up and let him out. And yeah, Rainey says it's time to go to bed, so I'll get you some more tomorrow. Well, the clouds got a hole in them. Letting a little light through. The colors aren't quite showing up. Every one of those stripes of clouds down there has a different color to it. So, there's our sunrise. And the white roofs and the white pastures. Rained last night. Then cleared off. Everything's got about a 1/4 inch of ice on it. Okay. Alright, back into my dungeon. Back into my office, right? Oh, look, so we got a few of these up here. That's all we got so far, though. I should talk. One of these days we'll get some made up, be able to pass them out. And no, I haven't really got anything touched here yet. I got to start remembering finding my little pieces of paper saying what all the wires are. And that black loom's going to get pulled back, because I got to splice some wires in clear up here. Maybe. I don't remember. You know how that goes? So I'll figure it out. Take my battery and hook up somewhere and test everything as I go. The big kid in the group got to eat with mom. And of course, like always, oh, they are going to play now. Every time I get the phone out to get them playing, they quit playing, but they're going to play a little bit. Not too much. Number one, trying to get them to play. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, in case you can't tell, it ain't raining. It's thawing. She thinks she's gonna make him play. He says, "What? Come here. Get down here and pet me." He says, "Get down here and pet me. None of this BS. Pet me." She's being stupid this morning. I don't bounce anymore, and she don't either. I haven't had any knee surgeries like she has. And my phone's telling me all kinds of different things. Hopefully it's still recording. Okay, that's enough baby running for now. We got to get something done today. As a matter of fact, I do have a mess. Changing a little way I was going to do it. I'm going to kind of cut across on a diagonal of that back corner with the wires. There's enough bolt holes in the bottom of this framework to zip tie its way back there. Zip ties are good because if you need to, you can get into things. If I run it over the top, it's harder to get to it. And red wire is my power up to the ignition switch. Yellow wire is the start. You don't have to use this cheap loom for everything. Or, well, like these wires here, that expensive woven on stuff. Once in a while, you just got to get down and use a piece of hose or a piece of pipe or a piece of 1/2-inch DOT airline. As I needed to stay away from here, so it's strapped on here good. The end of that pipe is about right there at my finger. If I point you up, you can see. Strapped onto there. Comes around. Clamp here, so that holds it where it needs to be. Keeps it away from the heat. I'm not done with it there yet. I'm gonna crimp this up, hold it up in here tighter. That's my plan anyway. And of course I put shrink wrap in the wrong spot. They'll come around, something like that. So that's how that's going to work. I hope. That's going to have to. I was going to run it out to the post and down and tuck it in the frame and jump over like pretty much all automotive stuff is. But the problem with that is I still got other lines I got to run through here. I don't want to fight wiring. Let's just keep it all nice and compact. The only other wire I've got to run here yet is single wire Delco. So one wire comes off that post on the back and will come right to the big terminal on here. Not sure what direction that's going to go yet. That'll probably end up around the frame. We'll see. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Geez, I finished my lunch. Come to check. Yeah, twins are having lunch. Boomer laying there. She's not doing nothing. Lena's the other one I'm watching, and yeah, you can't see her out there. She is clear in the far corner of the lot. And she ain't doing nothing. So, yeah, maybe sometime. Then there's the big girls in here with their adult tags. I don't know why that doesn't want to focus on her. Interesting. Oh well. What fun. I know the wiring that I put in. It's this little factory one that John Deere put in here. I don't know. I tried Googling wiring diagram for the machine, didn't get nowhere. I got everywhere else but here. I can probably close my eyes and wire a cotton picker now. Except for the signals flashers, you know. So, reason of deduction here. I know the white wire was the ground because I remember cutting a ring off the end of that wire. That's why it was short, so it's a little black wire now. And we got orange, red, don't know if it's black or blue, and yellow. Well, generally, yellow and green are your turn signals. So, okay, it happens to be yellow and orange that are the turn signals on this. The black one happens to be the power into it. And the red one, all I can come up with is tail light. It comes on if you turn the turn signals on, and it comes on steady. And if we follow my wires up here, I have two LEDs sitting here. And yeah, I got an incandescent jumped into it, so the flasher would cycle appropriately. And it works appropriately here. Left turn, this light flashes. That one stays on. Right turn, that one flashes. This one stays on. But when they are on, when you're turning and one's flashing and the other stays on, then there's juice to the blue or black, whatever the hell color it is. So, hey, I have friends in low places, I admit it. Bruce is busy trying to look on John Deere's website to see what he can find. So I Googled, I don't know, I spent an hour going through a bunch of crap on Google, never found what I needed to find. So I could find everything else. I can pretty much tell you how to wire the rest of that machine, even though I don't need to worry about it. So I've just kind of been at a standstill right here because I want to get my power wires hooked up there because, you know, I kind of want to finish the bottom of that column first. The other side, with the exception of some loom on it, is done. I'll cover those wires up just because. And everything is going to come over here to connect with these, and then I'll just run I don't know if I'm going to run the turn signal wires. I may run them out the right side for the front, because when I put the boom hanger up here, it's going to be somewhere in here, and that's what I'm going to hang the front flashers off of. So I can, you know, I won't have any wires hanging in here. This will be open. And I can just follow those hydraulic lines out and jump up into the boom hanger. But I also have to go to the back from there too, which, at least right here, will come underneath the cab and probably drop down that corner post, since all the other wires in here come to this corner anyway. And in the process of dinking around, I thought, you know, there's a lock on that. I may as well see if the key will work. Yeah, the key goes in about 1/4 inch and won't budge. So I don't know what's going on there. I tried cleaning it with a pick and didn't get anywhere. So that's my day. Beat my head against the wall. Try to remember what half these wires are. I mean, I've got notes. Wires are marked. Worst comes to worst, I got a battery sitting right there and a jump wire. I can put juice to it and see what happens. So anyway, and I'm getting low on stuff. I'm just about out of splices. Only got 2 of those left. These are the bigger ones, which I'm using when I put 2 wires together, which I do need those. So, and I need some ring terminals because my last 2 that will fit on these are right here. One there and one there. I have 1/4 inch, which are way too big, and I have the next size down, which will not go on. And I'm not going to sit there and drill out that many of them, so I'll just order a box. Usually try to keep them in around anyway. And I have used some on my wire. Used some yellow and I've used some black. So, oh, yeah, I think I already showed that though. That's all hooked up for now. I guess that's it. So thank you for watching. And we'll see what tomorrow brings.